Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we are watching the originals. This is episode 6 of season 5. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the series so far. Okay, so the last episode was interesting because we was finally introduced to the people that have taken HAYLEY, and we was actually introduced to the backstory and their reasons behind, you know, the actions that they're taking, which I actually do appreciate because, you know, the whole season we have been guessing who is this, who is that, and why. And if we was given just a character to say, you know, it was me, and then we'd be left thinking, okay, like, I'm glad that you've told it's you, but, you know, what is your reason for it? And that was all answered in the last episode with a couple of twists as well, which was really good. So we have GRETA, who I thought was pretty obvious that it was her, but I think sometimes when something is too obvious, you kind of like, yeah, I think it's her, but it's too obvious, so I'm not going to say it's her. That's where I was in that situation anyway. She was the first one to kind of stand up to Marcel. She, a couple of episodes into the season when we just started, she voiced her opinion that he shouldn't be the one that was leading the vampires because he is not one. Do you know what I mean? And later on as well, then we seen writing on the wall saying, you know, the reason why they took HAYLEY or something is because she's a filthy crossbreed. And then Marcel was speaking to her again and she disrespected him, and he was like, calm down, you know, I've only known you for 3 minutes, like, literally, don't come in here running your mouth at me. So all these situations she has expressed and like voiced an opinion, and to me it was not obvious, but it was clear that we was focusing on her. But I kind of thought it was going to be a curveball, but it wasn't. It actually was her, and the curveball was her family's involved. And guess what? Her family is Antoinette and Roman. I would never have guessed that. Honestly, personally, I'm pretty good at like guessing little things, but I would never have guessed that. But what I actually think I did guess is that Roman was possibly the one that killed Henry, mate. Literally, if that is true, I'm really happy with that one. Because I was saying, like, when it happened, who could possibly have killed him and why? And he looked like when he pulled the brick out that he possibly knew who it was. I did say that, and I think it was Roman. Now that is obviously not confirmed, but I'm thinking it's their family, and I'm crossing out Antoinette straight away because she's with Elijah miles away. But the reason they're going after him is because Klaus went after and killed their father in front of them, her husband, Greta's, way back in the day, literally way back in the day. And he done that thing that Marcel done. Do you remember when you flick a coin and throw it on the floor and it's like, whoever gets a pick this, well, I'll grant mercy to him or something? Well, Klaus done that as well and humiliated them, killed all of the family and friends and city and all that and whatnot. And she ended up picking it up and asked for mercy, and he granted it. But he was saying that obviously now he's thinking about what's happened. He's embarrassed the family. He's put them through shame. That was his mistake. The fact that he granted them mercy, he may have thought that was good, but it isn't. Because this whole time they've just been coming up with a plan to how to take them out. Now, she proposed that the reason or way to do it is that because they dislike these crossbreeds is hope to rescind her werewolf gene sort of thing, and she was willing to do that because she wanted to save her mum, didn't she? So her and Freya was going off and they was going to cast a spell to make her obviously not have this werewolf side anymore, the way they suppressed it. We've seen it done with others before, where they suppress a gene, kind of like what Essa done with Klaus. To be honest, she done that and only left him to be like a vampire, not really both of them, even though obviously he is a hybrid, and she was going to do that as well. Well, Klaus doesn't like that. He turned up, he's like, that's not happening, I'm not letting her do that, you know, it's a gift, you've not even lived, you've not even been any of these people yet, how can you just give it away just because of like this woman? And you know, it's a tough one. She wants to save her mum, clearly, and realistically in life, you know, it's like saying you've got 5 million quid and you have to lose 1 million of it to save your parent or something like that, and you just like, you would do it because you still got lots of other abilities, you still got lots of other money, do you know what I mean? So even though she's lost one, she's still got 2 others. But Klaus is not having none of it. He wants her to stay who she is, and he wants to go after Greta and her family and do whatever and just take them out. And Greta seemed really strong as well. She was tied up, she had her hands like nailed down into some rocks. She was speaking to Josh and she whipped him out, and then she absolutely like slapped his face and done him in, absolutely done him in. And you know, and now they're looking like a dominant little family little thing. Roman is kind of like bounced out of the Saltzman's Academy or whatever it's called with Hope, and I'm not too sure where they're dashing off as well, but he's in possession of her. He rang his mum at the end, he's like, look mate, it's all going to plan, I've got Hope, and yeah, we're on our way. And I think Elijah as well, he's obviously found out this backstory that Antoinette's part of the family. I don't know, he doesn't exactly know that it's part of Greta's family and what's going on, but he did learn that they've met before in the past because of her dad, and it's kind of like she's been holding on, withdrawing information about, like, does she know him, and did she, you know, she's kind of lying to him, even though I feel like she is a decent one out of this family. But I am interested to see how it goes, because he might be absolutely playing me big time, because I didn't expect what was going on with Roman and Greta at all. So I'm really excited to jump into today's episode. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. If you do, please smash a like, it really helps out. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, let's jump into today's episode.
Mother. What happened to you?
Path to redemption is long and winding. Hi, Juliet. What a pleasure it is to finally meet you.
And you.
It's really interesting, mate, because he has no clue.
My mom would kill us if she knew that we were taking selfies while driving.
You nervous?
Actually, kind of terrified.
Well, you said you feel like a freak. I don't know, maybe this will help. You know, your mom should be proud of you.
Pull over. I need to be somewhere quiet.
Hey, I have Hope and a witch on call to do the binding.
Take her to Shiloh Place and sit tight.
Mom, can it be somewhere else?
Go there now and wait to hear from me. I had to deal with something.
You look better than when you first arrived.
Must be hearing you two are engaged.
I'm sure you didn't get a daylight ring just to see me.
I've been wearing one for years. But your father believed times the ends justified the means. The daywalkers are in denial of their natural state.
Perhaps they don't know the peace that comes with removing the ring.
No, Elijah, they don't.
Mate, this woman's so annoying. She is so annoying in my opinion. If you like her, fair play. But to me, she's so annoying, man. Literally, she grinds on me. Now, I had a feeling that that ring might be somebody else's, and maybe Elijah seen it, and he was thinking, how she got that? But, like, what was interesting is Elijah was kind of saying what she was kind of saying about, you know, not wearing the ring, because she reminds me of the Harry Potter-esque, you know, like Voldemort, where, like, he loves the purebloods, and, like, he hates all, you know, like the mudbloods and everything. But it's like her as well, like, on this side. She just, like, with the fact that I kind of understand her analogy of maybe, like, they've died, yet they, you know, they act like they're not vampires and they're just chilling as humans when and then that's where Elijah come in. It's like, yeah, maybe they don't understand, like, how good it is taking a ring off and, like, living your life, I don't know, differently. But it's very interesting.
Someone's definitely tracking us. There's something else we gotta do on the way.
Roman may be in danger. Now I've learnt that he's gotten mixed up with Hope Michelson. The moment her father finds out that she's involved with the Sienna, Roman won't stand a chance against him.
It's really, like, quite smart what she's trying to do,
What do
actually.
you mean Hope's missing? Who's this boy? I'm gonna kill him.
We can't pinpoint their location yet. They seem to be heading somewhere just outside of New Orleans.
Are you okay?
You know I like you, right?
Well, I didn't think you drove me all this way because you hated me.
Stop!
It's interesting.
Mom? What is this?
You.
I'm so sorry.
It is interesting now. I totally forgot HAYLEY was in the show. Like, and that's not because of, like, I dislike her or anything. We've just not had any references or mentions or anything. You know what I mean? Had a full episode on Elijah, full episode on, like, the Greta and the family. It totally got lost on me. What interests me is, with the whole thing, is he was talking about trying to suppress the werewolf thing and how, like, much it hurts when you transition over, you know, when it becomes the moon. But why can't she just get a daylight ring, a moonlight ring? Would that not solve the problem? She's a witch as well. She can make her own. So I don't... I'd love to know why she couldn't do that.
You never told me how it was Greta came to be your mom.
I could feel my life slipping away when Greta found me. She saw something in me and turned to me.
I am the only one with the power to protect your brother from Klaus. Now just let me go.
Thank you.
I have no idea if they are getting played or what. I don't know if she's involved.
I'm done cutting the Michelson slack.
You wanna ease up a little, Vin? Hey, I'm beat.
Felt like someone should do this. Feels so helpless.
We should have a location nailed down any minute.
So what, we just wait here and sip rancid diner coffee? After all your haranguing, be a better father, become more engaged.
I gave constructive advice.
Which I heeded at my own peril. I mean, it was bad enough when I had to keep my distance, but now the desire to keep her close, to protect her, the constant worry. Why would she do this?
Some girls just like the bad boy. If there was a bad boy within a 5-mile radius, I would find him. And some were even way too old for me.
What's going on?
He's the one that led them to me in the church attic.
You got inside my head. The first day you touched me, Greta said that if I did the binding spell, then they'd let you live.
Greta said that.
Untie me now.
I can't.
The thing is, can HAYLEY die? I think I've asked this loads of questions. People are probably answer it all the time, and I always forget because I've got a mind like a fish. But can HAYLEY die naturally, the same as everybody else, like with a stake or a heart rip out? Or does it have to be something much better? You know what I mean? Like Klaus, for example, it's got to be the White Oak. You know, if HAYLEY's heart was ripped out, is that it? Is she donezo? Or like, does it go back? You know, does it regrow or something? Because I don't know. I do think it's really interesting. He looks like he's just shit scared of his mum. Like, if you're being honest. So again, it's like he's doing stuff because he's in fear.
Man, I'm so sorry you're going through this, but she's gonna turn up.
We're working with the police.
Every time I call, they act like they don't know she's missing, like it's new information. Why doesn't anyone seem worried the way I am? Why don't you?
HAYLEY's life is more complicated than you realize.
Werewolves kill to trigger their curse. None of them are innocent. But at least they're a naturally occurring species. They're just unnatural.
At least I know how you really feel.
We all have free will. Eventually, he'll learn self-control.
They tore his heart out and strung him up outside Rousseau's.
If they did that to some backwoods bayou kid that they barely even knew, imagine what they're gonna do to us.
No, my mom just wants peace.
And if you believe that, then you really are a fool.
Kill them too. Kill Klaus with Elijah. She's took out the hybrids.
Do you regret the time we've spent together?
Okay, if it'll take your mind off of wanting to murder an innocent teenage boy, then don't regret our time together. I was someone else back then, and so were you. The man I met back then terrified me, and now look at us.
So you don't regret meeting me?
If we'd never met until now, I wonder if you'd even notice me.
It would be impossible not to notice you, Karen.
Ah, they teasing us now, man.
She's not answering.
Maybe Greta didn't recognize the number of your burner.
When I was a kid, werewolves literally tore my family apart. I spent 50 years desiccated in a cave. Greta never stopped looking for me. She never gave up.
She expects things from you that no mother ever should. Has trained you to become a terrorist.
Shut up, okay?
You're so sure that you're willing to risk our lives on it, to risk hopes.
You have to let us go.
It's tough, man. Like, I understand where this guy's coming from. He actually physically feels that his mum loves him, but like HAYLEY's saying there, man, if someone loves you, you won't put you in that situation. That's what kind of like, I don't know, authority figures do. Like soldiers, you just like an army guy, you know, for her. She's trained you to be in this situation, to do a dirty work for her. Like, you've misplaced that as love or mistaken it just because she's showing you willingness. But like, it's in one of them situations where push comes to shove, if Roman has to die, for them two to die as well, she'd be like, go for it. Do you know what I mean? Like, and that is where you'll get clarity to think, I'm just another number on a board. Like, it's really interesting because he actually believes that what she's saying to him, but then when it's put into context and he has to think, you know what, I actually don't know the clear answer, and he's trying to get it and he can't.
We have enough problems as it is without trying to bring humans into this thing, okay? You want to tell this dude that his girlfriend's being used as a pawn in a violent, supernatural tug of war?
Wish we could compel him to calm down or something.
Right now, Declan is living his life as a human being whose girlfriend just walked out of the picture.
God, this is impossible.
You weren't really gonna do it, were you?
No, I was. Dad stopped me at the last minute.
Now promise me you won't ever deny any part of yourself. But when you're running, there's no greater feeling.
I cloaked Roman and me, so there's no way for her to find us. And I can't do magic with these stupid chains on. There may be a way to call for help.
Do you know what I've learned from this show? Yeah, it's like she's tied up on the chair, yeah, and she can't get out. But we've seen it many times. People jump up in the air and just smash on the floor, and it undoes it. I never thought about it ever, and it happened a few times in this show or the Vampire Diaries, where people are chained up to a wooden chair or whatever it is, and yeah, they use the body weight to smash against the wall, or they jump on it and smash it on the floor, and it unties them. And I'm pretty sure Hayley is not tied to the floor, and she could get up and just smash it.
Telling Declan everything is only going to make that guy feel even more helpless, and he needs to focus on living a simple human life. If my friend Cammy had never heard of any of us, she would probably be alive right now with a successful therapy practice.
In any case, she was free to choose her own path. You can't ignore part of yourself and be happy. When was the last time you were truly happy, Ben?
Probably before my wife died. You know, I just wish I could go back to a time when that didn't haunt me.
Which would mean going back to a time before you loved her. But I know I wouldn't choose that for myself.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
She said that you're seeing Klaus Michelson's daughter and that you're in danger.
Well, that's pretty strange, since she's the one who told me to follow her. I mean, you know how she gets. You don't think she wants to do anything crazy, do you?
I'm gonna be on a plane soon. Stall until I get there, okay? Don't do anything drastic.
No, I thought that was terrible advice. She knows that Klaus is going after him. Now, if she's going to be on a plane, he's going to be uncontactable, or she is. And Mum's going to be uncontactable. Don't do anything stupid. Klaus could find him in the next 10 minutes. He's dead. Yeah. She also knows that Elijah's going back to save, to kill Klaus or whatnot. So again, she needs to say, look, mate, if she's got any, what is it like? If she's not part of her mum's plan at all and doesn't follow the same vision, and she cares about her brother, she needs to say, look, mate, I think she's doing this and this and this, and you need to understand that Klaus is coming, Elijah's coming, you're going to be in danger, we're going to be uncontactable. It is down to you to decide what you want to do here, like literally, because in the next hour or two, shit could be going off, and it'd just be you, mate, against the Michelsons. I did personally think that was some pretty poor info, but it was very interesting, the fact that she didn't, disclose out, because she knows quite a bit. But also, I feel like he maybe got a bit of info as well to say that, his mum's telling two different stories, telling him one, and, he kind of got an insight on a different one with Antoinette, that, she's told her that he's willingly doing this, and then he's saying, well, that's odd, mate, because she's telling me to do this. So again, man, it was intriguing to listen to that, but I thought that he needed better advice. I feel like he could possibly die. And do you know what? I feel like Klaus is going to die. And I think this show's going to end with Hayley dead, Klaus dead, Marcel dead. That's what I'm saying, and I will be disappointed if all of that happens.
I don't get it. They shouldn't be here.
Where the bloody hell are they?
They really don't want to be found. Greta's Roman's mother.
This isn't just two kids running away. My daughter's in real trouble.
Listen, I don't know what's happening here.
Then let us go.
I do like how he said he don't know what's going on. I think Hayley's chained to the floor.
We'll do the binding spell.
So you want to tell him now? Oh, you listen to Ivy. Stop, what? No. Pray tell, what did the sweet, beautiful Ivy have to say?
It was unfair of me to try to keep him in the dark, even though I was just trying to protect him.
I've been a straight-up mess since I broke up with Keelan. To handle another family crisis. When this is all over, you need to ask out Ivy.
And now can ease
Basic egg.
Liar.
And it, Hayley screamed.
Something's changed.
I found her.
How do we know if it worked?
See, nothing but a vampire now.
Hey, that was good. You can't go outside.
You can't.
But you can.
I know things have been strange since Hayley left.
Yeah, you and Freya cut out pretty quick today.
Yeah.
I was just visiting my cousin's grave for her
Is it
birthday.
Cammy or something?
I know she'll ask if I did.
I didn't even know you had relatives here.
Well, I hadn't seen her in years.
No way.
You do your thing, and I'm gonna catch up with you later, okay?
They could have killed me at any time, and they didn't. It's you that they want, and you are their worst fear. You have to go. You have to leave. Now.
You're right. Hayley did the binding spell, and Hope's going to.
Oh, Haley's dead. He's doing it right here in front of him.
If only we could.
Do you know what? I'll say it now, me, because my opinion is not going to change. No chance. She is definitely the most disliked of this season. She's doing a good job, though. So, I mean, it's one of those ones, like, she's doing a good job at being a baddie. And, I mean, you got to respect it. How can I say it? Like, you get some baddies and they're just not that good. Like, to be honest, Lucian was a baddie, but I liked Lucian. See, this one, I really hate her. I actually do. So, like, Lucian was decent. I actually really enjoyed him. I thought he was funny, and I just liked his character. Now, this woman don't like anything about her, so she's doing a good bad person like thing. But I might go as far to say that she is my most disliked baddie out of both franchises. I'm trying, like, this is just straight away after. On the cuff. I haven't had time to go and think about all the different ones that I popped in the Vampire Diaries and stuff, but I really dislike this woman. I actually really do. And she's definitely up there. Got to be in the top 3 regardless. But she's really stressful, honestly. But she's doing a great job. So then again, I've got to say, I really dislike her, but you are doing your job perfectly. Oh, here we go. They're definitely still there.
What are you doing here?
Protecting my family. The woman I love has a brother in there, and you're not going in.
There are always loopholes, and we cannot afford any more hybrids.
I don't understand what's happening.
If we want peace, we cannot allow an apex predator to exist.
Show me you believe. And you care about her. I know you do.
I'm not having it.
Mom, please don't make me do
It's a tough one. That is a tough one. She went out like a good champion there, man. Right, ended. Do you know what? I'm gonna give the episode a clap. Right. Sometimes we don't end when episodes should end. That ended there. Like, so much could have played out after that scene, but I feel like that is a good. Is that? Do you reckon that's like the mid-season finale? That was a good cliffhanger. That. I'm gutted that she's died. Honestly, I still said it though, man. You could probably go back 10 minutes, and I said this season Hayley's dying. Klaus is dying and Marcel's dying. Now I stick by it. I thought Elijah was going to do it, but she died. She went out well. I've got to say, Hayley was one of those characters, man, that I didn't like her in the Vampire Diaries, but she was only in there a few episodes. And she got quite a lot of people killed, and we didn't really have a good backstory to justify it. And then once you found out, you was like, okay, I can kind of see what she was trying to do. So then we progressed into this one. And then I didn't really mind her in season 1, but she wasn't in it much because she was pregnant. And I did say then, I hope that she gets a better storyline. And then we rolled on into, obviously, season 2. And she had the baby and stuff. And she was decent. And then she started getting on my nerves towards the end of the season with the Jackson stuff. And I was close to giving her my most disliked character. But then I just think we just leveled it up with Hayley. I think that ever since... to be honest, I think this only had one annoying season, which was season 2 with the Jackson. We're trying to take hope away. But then after that, and even season 1, she's been great. I actually think that she's been a really, really good character in the show. I think that she went out well then. Pretty gutted that we haven't seen her much in this season, to be honest. What's interesting me is that we're on episode 6 now. We've seen Caroline in the originals, the same amount of episodes we've seen Hayley in the originals. And obviously, Hayley's dead now, so she's going to be in none. But I think it's interesting. I mean, Elijah as well, he's there fighting for them. But it's a tough one, man. I don't know whether to hate on Elijah or not. This is where I'm stuck with him. I'm actually really stuck because he hasn't got his full memories of his... Like Klaus said to him, mate, if you knew your family, then... Or if you knew whatever he said to him, if you knew your past... then you wouldn't be here thinking that you could challenge us or fight us or something like that. And it just shows that he's still not got real clue of what his life was and who everyone is. And he just names, really, and just myths and stories. But also dislike that he's fighting with them. I've got to say, I'm glad Greta's dead, even though I've just went on a little tangent there saying that she was my most annoying person, and we still got more than half a season left. So, I mean, where the hell do we go from here? Like, who's going to be the next bad person? Literally, who is going to be the next bad person? I ain't got a clue. Okay, and that is going to wrap up today's video. I mean, you've got to say, rest in peace, HAYLEY. What a fantastic character that we've actually had in the show. You know, you've got to say that she has been great. Does everything for a family. She's always stood up to Klaus as well. She's always done everything to try and protect Hope, and here she's done the ultimate sacrifice. She was willing to, like, I don't know, get burnt and all that crap, yeah, to just buy Hope with some extra minutes. And she lost, obviously, being linked towards the werewolves because she was burning in the sun once it got done. And then she bit them, tried to get Hope to save them, and then and then she's come back, man. Greta, she's so annoying. She's so annoying, but played the character so well. She's died as well, but I'm not too fussed about that. But HAYLEY, I do like how when it happened and we went all in, like, the sound went down. It's kind of like slow motion looking around, and like you just knew, like I knew in that moment that HAYLEY was dying. And I did say earlier on in the episode that I thought she was going to die in the season at some point. I did not expect it in this episode, got to be honest. But she went out like a champion. She snapped her finger, took her daylight ring, and then boom, mate, flew outside, and literally both burnt together. They burnt really fast, actually. Like, we have seen people stand in the sun for a bit longer than that. But ultimate sacrifice. I can't wait to see the repercussions of this with Elijah and stuff, because he's still acting. He's acting like a proper arsehole towards Michaelsons and everything that's about them. But, like, with his it's weird, actually. Like, this season, I'm really liking his storyline with Antoinette, but, like, I'm not really liking his storyline with the Michaelsons. So I'm getting, like, it's like two different Elijahs, but it also is like two different stories. We have to, like, I've got to be honest, like the story, like in France and how he's met her and how they're living, is literally not even really involved in this story that's going on here. So it's like two different people, and I'm enjoying one, and one's stressing me out. Like, here he's come and fought Klaus. Now, like I said, he doesn't really know much about the Michaelsons apart from stories that he's heard about them in the past. He even acknowledged it. He said, like, when Klaus first come to see him, that, yeah, I do know who you are. I did get the information from Marcel or whatever's. I've chose to stay here and pick her. I mean, I can understand that, but he's had all his memories compelled away and stuff, and I just wish that he gets them back now, because obviously going off these actions here that he's knowing and just the little bits of info that he's going against all his family and the always and forever and stuff, and like, I don't know, it's just disappointing. But like, I can't really be disappointed in let's just say Marcel, in Elijah, because I just feel like he's not Elijah properly. Like, if this was Elijah fully sound-minded, choosing to reject his family and after knowing everything that they've been through and who HAYLEY exactly is and Hope and everything that they've done to save them, and Rebecca and Cole and, you know, everyone, Finn, I just think I'd be much more like against him and hating on him. But like, here I feel like it's just a tough one. All I can say is that I'm not too sure if I am liking him this season, but I don't really dislike him. I'm just really disappointed that we haven't got the normal Elijah that we all know and loved up until this season, for the final season as well. And I can't believe that there's a possibility that changing Elijah, because we've pretty much changed who he is, that was a decision we chose in the final season. And then this Elijah that he's changed to is going against the family that we love. Do you know what I mean? I like it. It's mad, and I don't know what to think of it. But I don't even know who the bad person is going to be now. I thought Greta was going to be up until the end, but now she's gone. And I don't know if we're going to dive back onto a Marcel being a bad. Like, I had no reason to think Marcel's going to die in Klaus, but I just think that's just the way shows go now. And they're the two people that I'm saying are going next. So, I mean, honestly, I can't wait to see how we play out, because is Roman going to stay alive? Because you can tell that guy was, like, naive and oblivious, and he didn't know realistically what was going on. Yes, okay, he done some bad stuff, but he's following his mum's orders, but he was fed false info, and we've seen it. You know, Antoinette got one story, he's got another, and he was using him. And HAYLEY was saying, you've been trained like a soldier, you know, like, you think she loves you, but you're not. You're just a piece, you're just a pawn, mate, on the board, and he is. And obviously, he's been knocked out there, Holt's been took out. I want to know how she's going to react when she finds out that mum's dead. I would, like I said, man, I'd be so disappointed if we finished this season, yeah, and Hope lost both parents. I feel like that's where we're going as well. I just feel like it, and I've got to say, I'd be fine with it because the show's ending. It's ended, and I know that it's not coming back on TV. But also, it doesn't mean that I can't be disappointed with it. Do you get what I'm saying? So I'll be definitely disappointed with it if both her parents are dead, because why would you want, like, we always go on that, you know, Klaus, he's never really had parents, and like obviously having a dad that hates him and the mum that he had literally give them a terrible upbringing, and he didn't want to put that into his child, and then boom, we took both parents away and she's going to have none now, you know, like that's going to be even worse. So I mean, I am intrigued. I'm excited, to be honest, because I thought this storyline was going to go on a bit longer, and now it's like ended with Greta, but maybe we're going down a feud with Klaus and Elijah and Antoinette coming. I still want to know, is she good or is she bad? I physically have no clue with her. I don't know if she's playing everyone or what. I actually have no idea. I'm surprised that she didn't even turn up at the end there. How's she going to react when her mum's dead? You know, like is she going to be pissed, but then Hayley's dead, so then what's she going to do? What are they going to do? How's Klaus going to retaliate? You know what I mean? There actually is so many questions. Like, what is Vincent and Frey gonna do when they find out that, you know, Hayley's like dead? Are they gonna try and get revenge? And this guy as well, he's an O'Connell, I can't remember his name, but the one that went out with Hayley, how's he gonna react? You know, he's just lost his girlfriend, but we found out as well that he's an O'Connell and he's part of their family line. Vincent was going to tell him the information, and once he found that out, he was like, nah, mate, I'm not telling this guy anything, because they've had a bad time, their family, in the city, haven't they? Like, literally, they've been involved in all the supernatural stuff, the dark objects, and all this crap. So he's definitely thinking now it's best to keep that guy out of it. So, I mean, I'm definitely interested. I mean, I can't believe Hayley's died. I've got to say rest in peace, because she is a great character. She's been an asset to the show. And, yeah, I haven't really got many bad things to say about her. Okay, you might have been annoying in a couple of episodes and like towards the back end of season 2, but after that, you've been fantastic, and I've actually loved you having in the series. So well done, Hayley. We've only got a few episodes left, so you will be missed, but at least it's not multiple seasons. And yeah, thanks for clicking on today's video. Hopefully, guys enjoyed it. If you did, please smash a like. It really helps out. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.